Hello guys, welcome back to a brand new video and welcome to another WWE 2K Universe Mode video. And the topic of today's Universe Mode simulation is none other than the 16-time World Champion, the United States Champion, a Tag Team Champion, but not an Intercontinental Champion. Like one of my favorites of all time. It's Seth Rollins, by the way, if you couldn't tell. Oh my god, there is nothing quite as iconic as that 2015 Seth Rollins laugh, am I right? But with that being said, I decided in today's simulation, we are going to take John Cena back to developmental, even though he definitely doesn't need to be there. But I thought, how interesting would it be if I took this 16-time world champion, a future first ballot Hall of Famer, unless something really drastic happens, like you know what? I'm not gonna go there. The point is, John Cena is one of the greatest of all time, no doubt about it, arguably the greatest of all time, but what happens when you put him in amongst a roster of this 2019/2020 NXT talent? And so that is what we're gonna be finding out today. We're gonna put John Cena in a kind of hybrid of a 2019/2020 NXT roster because I didn't want to just do 2020, it was gonna take me way too long to get everyone modded in here. And I didn't want to be in a situation where I end up making this video in 2021 because that is really how long it would take me to get everyone on the current NXT Day roster into this game. Although, I mean, with that being said, there is still a fair few of NXT superstars from today's NXT that is in this simulation, so it's kind of like a healthy hybrid. And so yeah, without any more further ado, let's jump into WWE 2K Universe Mode once again to simulate John Cena's NXT career.
Are you a supporter of the Marine Corps?
Absolutely.
Great, because a former decorated member of the United States Marine Corps needs your support.
And his name is John Cena!
So here we are once again in WWE 2K Universe Mode on the PC with all the mods and everything. As you can see, I got this really HD John Cena render. But nevertheless, John Cena is here. You can see he is assigned to the NXT brand. He is currently an 89 overall with this current build of him, the current day build. I could have gone with John Cena 03, but he's 82, and John Cena 13 seems a little bit too overpowered. I mean, that's prime Super Cena right there, and that could be a different video in of its own. And I mean, who am I to deny myself of another video idea? I'm a YouTuber after all. We stretch these things out. No, I'm kidding, but all jokes aside, John Cena is an NXT. I guess I can go ahead and show you the current champions who are on NXT in this Universe Mode save right now. Finn Balor is, of course, the NXT champion. The Undisputed Era are the NXT Tag Team champions. Io Shirai is the Women's champion. If John Cena goes after her, I will be very surprised. Although I'd love to see it, honestly, John Cena versus Io Shirai. That screams main event of WrestleMania right there. But nevertheless, Johnny Gargano is the North American champion. I'd love to see John versus John. And Walter is the United Kingdom champion. And there is all the chance in the world, because it is not exclusively tied to being from the UK or anything, that John Cena goes after him and that title, and that would be, wait for it, a banger. Jesus Christ, I say the word banger way too much. But anyway, let's go ahead and simulate our first NXT show of this Universe Mode. So now here we go. It is May week 1 for another edition of NXT, and Pete Dunne versus Walter. Oh my god, that's opening up NXT. Oh, this is gonna be a good simulation. Oh my god, I'm screaming banger right here. Okay, let's see who wins this. Walter. I was really hoping that my boy would win, but okay, fine. I don't know why I only have one render for the heavy machinery. I guess it just glitched or something. I don't really know. But the point is, the bigger topic at hand here is that Matt Riddle is going to join the Undisputed Era. Anyway, is John Cena on this first card? Shayna Baszler chokes life out of Kairi Sane. Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly defeat Keith Lee and Tommaso Ciampa. And in the main event, Velveteen Dream beats Aleister Black. Very interesting. No John Cena for the first card, but you know what I always have to do in these simulations? I'm sorry, bud. Later, bitch. Anyway, moving on to NXT Week 2, where we have Johnny Gargano against Roderick Strong. Roderick Strong picks up a win with the Undisputed Era in his corner, pinning the North American champion. Kairi Sane beats Shayna Baszler. Lars Sullivan defeats Aleister Black. Finn Balor beats Walter. Oh my god, let's go, Finn. You'll love to see that. And again, there's no John Cena on this episode of NXT, but Io Shirai beats Rhea Ripley. So now here we are in NXT Week 3, where Io Shirai has a call-out promo. Who is Io calling out? Okay, she calls out Shayna Baszler. That's an interesting championship feud. Roderick Strong beats Keith Lee. No doubt there was an undisputed distraction right there. Walter beats Pete Dunne again. I'm not even in the game, and I can feel those water chops from a mile away. Oney Lorcan beats Johnny Gargano in a promo, and Finn Balor beats Aleister Black in the main event. Still no sign of John Cena, and I swear to God, one person makes "you can't see him" joke. Don't do it. But I mean, to be fair, in this situation, we literally can't see him. So Fair enough. But anyway, moving on to NXT week 4 here in May. Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly, the Undisputed Era, are just rolling right now against Matt Riddle. The Heavy Machinery beat a team of Finn Balor and Walter, 2 champions teaming up right there. Roderick Strong beats Oney Lorcan, and John Cena is back. Ha! Make the joke now, bitch. I can see him on my screen. I'm sorry. I get way too worked up over that joke. I need therapy. Anyway, moving on, Aleister Black has lost, and it is a potential rivalry, by the way, with John Cena. And in the main event, Io Shirai has beaten Toni Storm with Peyton Royce in her corner, interestingly. Wait a second, are we about to see the forming of an iconic trio with Toni, Billy, and Peyton? Okay, I'm keeping an eye on you. But now we move on to June, week 1, where Aleister Black has a self-promotion promo. Is our boy gonna get involved, John Cena? He's not. Okay, is he anywhere else on the card? Finn Balor beats Finn Balor and Roderick Strong beat Otis and Tucker in a tag team match. Johnny Gargano beats Oney Lorcan. The Undisputed Era once again pick up some wins over Shane Thorne. And in the main event, Io Shirai beats Shayna Baszler in a promo. No sign of our boy. Now we move on to June week 2, where Keith Lee and Tommaso Ciampa have beaten the Undisputed Era team of Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly. Johnny Gargano beats Oney Lorcan. Io Shirai beats Shayna Baszler. Rhea Ripley in an Aussie match beats Toni Storm. In fact, no. Wait, is Toni Storm from... Isn't she from New Zealand? Wait, I'm getting her confused with someone else. I don't know. The point is John Cena... Oh my god, he lost to Aleister Black. Okay. But one interesting thing to note is that it is now a rivalry match, and I'm gonna go take a look at news. John Cena took his loss admirably. Classic John Cena. He took his loss admirably and tried to commend his opponent on a well-fought match with a handshake. Oh, John. Oh, John. What a classic John Cena move. Hustle, loyalty, and respect. I'm sorry, Nikki. I have a set of rules here that you're gonna have to follow in my house. House rule number 3. Take off your shoes at the fucking door. Aleister Black looked insulted that the loser wanted to shake hands, refused, and ordered him out the ring in a huge display of disrespect. That's what we love to see, Aleister. That's what we love to see. Come on. Oh my god, this guy is not taking any prisoners right now. Aleister Black said, okay, John, you want to come back to NXT? Well, this is my arena. I'm turning heel now. And I'll be completely honest, Aleister, I'm enjoying this feud so far. So anyway, let's go ahead and see. Is John Cena on this card? He is. He beats Aleister Black on this week. Here in June week 3, Aleister Black was ready to walk out of his match against John Cena, a move that made it clear that he wasn't concerned about taking a loss on his record. A somewhat egotistical display that says this superstar is only interested in fighting in matches on his own terms with no regard to his opponent. And by the way, you guys can let me know this down in the comments below, but like when I do simulations like this, are you guys interested in more just seeing like so for example, the topic of this video is John Cena. Are you mainly just interested in seeing what John Cena's doing, or do you kind of like that I'm reading out the whole card and everything? Because I can save time and not, you know, look at other storylines, but I don't know, just let me know if you just want to see what John Cena's doing or whatever the main topic of the superstar of the video is doing. I don't know, just let me know, because I was kind of thinking about that the other day, like should I still be looking at what else, like everything else that's happening on the show, or is it just about John Cena losing to Finn Balor? Ain't no way Aleister had no hand in this. No way John would lose. Found a willing superstar to take his place against John Cena and skipping out of the match. You dodging us now? Oh shit. Okay, Aleister. Wow, you are a coward. I mean, a pretty interesting person to replace with though. You were just like, NXT champion, come over here. And then Finn is all like, what? I'm facing John Cena? No, I don't want to face John Cena. I lose to him and he wins my title, basically. Ooh, this is very interesting. Aleister Black taking on Finn Balor in a rivalry match. John Cena, introduce yourself. Yes, Finn Balor picks up the win, and let me guess, John got involved, sat down at ringside claiming he wanted to scout his rival, and he distracted Aleister Black. That right there, John, is what we love to see. And now I'm making the jokes myself. Oh, I'm truly down bad. But anyway, with that being said, we now move on to the first NXT TakeOver of this simulation, where Io Shirai has lost the NXT Women's Championship to Shayna Baszler. Pete Dunne, yes, this is what I love to see. Pete Dunne has won the United Kingdom Championship from Walter, finally dethroning the dominant champion. And John Cena has beaten Aleister Black. Let's go, John. And the rest of the card, Johnny Gargano beats Oney Lorcan. The Viking Raiders I hear. Okay, they beat Matt Riddle. Tommaso Ciampa beats Roderick Strong. And in the main event... Is anyone else confused as to why Brock Lesnar is here, considering he's not a member of the NXT roster? Or should I just focus on John Cena and not worry about that at the moment? I think I'm just gonna choose the second option, really. And look at this as well. Brock Lesnar is currently the WWE champion on Monday Night Raw, and this guy's coming to NXT TakeOver. Why? What are you doing in Chicago, Brock? Stay over there. Stay on your farm, wherever, in Canada. I don't know. Oh my god, why? I don't know why you have to be here. But the point is, anyway, disregarding Brock Lesnar for a second, John Cena defeated Aleister Black in tonight's big match after going back and forth for weeks. Will this be the end of these superstars rivalry, or is it just the beginning of something bigger? Ooh. I hope that something bigger is John Cena becoming NXT champion by the end of this simulation. But anyway, we now move on to July week 2, where John Cena is here. He beats Aleister Black in a self-promotion promo. Now we move on to July week 3, where John Cena has once again beaten Aleister Black. Aleister Black has fucked up here. He has royally fucked up. This guy insulted John Cena by turning heel on him, and now he has activated the one thing that we all fear more than anything in this world. Viruses? No. Poverty? Going homeless? Death? Personally, the only thing I fear is the reactivation of Super Cena. And apparently, according to this simulation, fellas, he is back in full effect. But now we move on to NXT. Oh, we got another match between John Cena and Aleister Black here in July week 4, and Cena again picks up another win against Aleister. Aleister, please just retire. It's never gonna get any better. It is genuinely not gonna get any better for you or anyone in your household right now. I'm sorry. Tensions grow as the rivalry between enemies continues. And look at now who is on the NXT cover. It's none other than John Cena himself. This guy came back to NXT, squashed one of their brightest stars, and now he said, "This is my show now. Recognize." I'm not even surprised. This is probably what would happen in real life if NXT ratings drop low enough. Hey, John. Hey, pal. Come back to NXT, will ya? Vince, I was never in NXT. I don't care, pal. You're taking on Balor for the title at the next pay-per-view. And is anyone surprised at this point? John Cena once again beats Aleister Black in the main event of NXT. John was all over Aleister Black as soon as the bell rang, delivering an onslaught to his opponent until the referee had to step in. Wow. This is... wow. But now we move on to the go-home show before NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 4 or whatever it is in this game, 3. And Aleister Black has once again lost to John Cena. Is anyone surprised? He is down horrendous. Oh my god, Aleister made his intentions clear after blindsiding John Cena before the match could start. He wants to hurt his opponent and will attack him when he least expects it, so he attacked him before the match, but he still lost. That is embarrassing. Honestly, we should just end the simulation here. We all know what's gonna happen. Aleister Black's gonna lose again, and John Cena's taking the NXT title from Finn Balor in a few months, so let's see the result again. And John Cena once again defeats Aleister Black. Haha, sit cross-legged in the middle of the ring now, bitch. Yeah, John Cena recognized. Oh my god, John Cena defeated Aleister Black in their big match. The crowd cheered him on throughout, and after the match, his perseverance winning them over. Oh, I can hear the "Let's go Cena" chants right now. Let's go Cena, Cena sucks. Let's go Cena, Cena sucks. But anyway, now we move on to August week 3. Oh, we got a different match. Finally, I guess Aleister Black has actually taken my advice and retired here in August week 3. John Cena and Keith Lee teaming up, and Adam Cole pins John Cena for his first loss of the series. Wow. Hey, you can be John Cena all you want, but when you come up against Adam Cole, baby, you're just no match, sucker. That's what I love to see. Is there any news about this one? No, there's no news. Okay. And the rest of the card, Aleister Black is nowhere to be found. Actually, no. Aleister Black beat Finn Balor. Okay. I stand corrected. Aleister Black is doing his thing. Apparently, he lost to John Cena 1,000 times, and now he's in a program with the champion. It makes sense. And once again, Aleister Black beats Finn Balor. No. I'm sorry. Listen, I'm not into all these wrestling politics and everything, but I'm John Cena in this simulation currently, so really, I should be able to just step in here, have a word with Vinnie Mac. Ayo, Vince. I win all these matches on NXT against Aleister Black, and he's winning the title program. I'm gonna be honest, that's not gonna work for me. Listen, I respect Aleister Black. He's a good kid, but I'm John Cena. Recognize. Now here we are in the first week of September for another edition of NXT where John Cena is nowhere to be found again. Okay, I don't understand how this is working. We won the feud against Aleister Black by clear margins, and for some reason we don't get the title match against Finn Balor. Okay, game, alright. You know what, it's fine. I'm not going to be too stressed about it. We'll get our title match eventually. We will work our way back up here on NXT, and we've lost to Hanson. No doubt about it, the War Raiders are one of the very best tag teams, or they were anyway. I haven't seen them in a while, but they were one of the very best tag teams. I have no problem in losing to them in tag team competition, but in a singles match against John Cena? Oh no, we're down bad again. This always happens. Wait, it's a potential rivalry. Okay, no news about it though. Listen, I like the War Machine or whatever you want to call them right now, but I don't want to be... How is he getting a title match, man? This isn't fair. In the words of Dolph Ziggler, it should have been me. Oh my god, there's no way. away, and he's not on the card again. Wow, this doesn't make any sense. But anyway, moving on to another edition of NXT where John Cena is once again not on the card. Oh my freaking god. There is no way you're treating John Cena like this. Please, October week 1, show me the king. Oh my god. How is this happening right now? How are you getting a title match, Finn? John, Alistair? This doesn't make any sense. I mean, you guys saw it as well. We destroyed Alistair Black. How is he the one higher in the power rankings getting a title match? And now, no John Cena again. I mean, I guess there is always a theory that John Cena wouldn't be full-time if he went back to NXT for whatever reason, so I guess I kind of get it. Maybe he beat Alistair Black in the feud and Alistair still has to be here to rebuild himself back up. I'm just trying to feed myself lies right now. But anyway, Alistair Black and Finn Balor pick up that win, and John Cena is once again not on the card. But now here we are in the final week of October where Lio Rush has somehow beaten Walter. Okay, Walter's down bad now. And you know who isn't on this show right now? His name is John Cena. And no, I am not in a good enough mood right now to make one of those loud 2015 memes. Oh, his name is John Cena. Let's be honest, guys. It's just not funny anymore. Come on, let's not do that. And this is a very interesting scene right here because John Cena is back on the NXT cover and they've got an NXT champion.
And his name is John Cena!
Here in November week 1, Alistair Black gets Finn Balor for the NXT Championship, and Alistair Black is the new NXT champion. That should have been us. You know who that should have been? Do you know who that should have been? What? How is Alistair Black getting a title match and winning the title here in November week 1 on my birthday week? I'm not having a good time. John Cena was on the cover, so what is he doing on this card right here? Roderick Strong beats Oney Lorcan, and John... Okay. I mean... it's a rivalry match, so let's go ahead. John Cena made, Johnny Gargano, sorry, there's two Johns, I'm confused. Johnny Gargano made his intentions clear after blindsiding John Cena before the match could start. He wants to hurt his opponent and will attack him when he least expects it. Although, unlike that absolute bum jabroni thought, Alistair Black, when he attacked John Cena, he still lost the match. At least I have some respect for Johnny Gargano because he managed to win the match anyway. That right there is my champion. But anyway, now we move on to November week 2, where Keith Lee and Tommaso Ciampa in a match. Is John Cena on this card? He loses to Johnny Gargano again. Wow, okay, wait a second, there's gotta be something here. Tensions between John and John have grown out of control. The two superstars fighting with each other before their match could start. The officials will have their hands full if things get worse between these rivals. Okay, I mean, on one hand, I'm happy that we're now in the North American title picture, but we're not winning, so we're not gonna win the title. And so really, John, I need you to pick up the pace. I'm not talking about you, John, I'm talking about John. Not John, I'm talking about John. Jesus Christ, John. Okay, now we move on to November week 3, where Alistair Black and Finn Balor are still in a fraudulent rivalry, but anyway, I move on. And Oney Lorcan has beaten John Cena, but it's a rivalry match, so there's got to be a distraction somewhere in here. Yeah, okay. There was a fight on the stage between John and John, and that's basically how Oney Lorcan won the match. And John Cena is once again on the NXT cover here in November week 4 Survivor Series week, where John Cena has gone ahead and beaten Johnny Gargano. Let's go, throw him up, boys. Yes, let's go. It's a rivalry match as well, so what's going on here? Yeah, Johnny Gargano attacked John Cena before the match, but after rising above hate, hustle, loyalty, and respect, he has done it again. Let's go, Cena. Now we move on to another edition of NXT here, this time in December, where John Cena is not on the card. Oney Lorcan and Johnny Gargano, two men who have beat John Cena though in a rivalry match. Was John here? He's had enough from his rival, taking out all his frustrations and anger on Johnny Gargano with a furious attack. This superstar's perseverance and courage are being put on display after delivering payback. Let's go, John. You know what? I know I was just saying like a minute ago, rise above hate, but fuck all of that. Let their hate consume you. This right here is the John Cena I want to see. Fuck being a good guy. Being a good guy doesn't work. Being a bad guy doesn't work. You're the guy. Jesus Christ, what is wrong with me? I sound like some sort of supervillain. But anyway, moving on to December week 2, Walter and Pete Dunne are teaming up and they beat the Undisputed Era. But anyway, Finn Balor and I don't even want to look at their faces. And Johnny, oh, wow. The Undisputed Era with a win over John and John. I guess somehow the game has heard me and they are actually making this John and John tag team. I love to see it. They were going after the NXT tag team champions, but they did not pick up the win. I guess they can't get on the same page right now, but eventually they're going to get on the same page and it's going to be beautiful. But anyway, now we move on to December week 3, where John Cena hopefully is still on the card again. Yes, he beats Johnny Gargano in a show closer promo. And this is just something that I love to see. Pete Dunne is on the NXT TakeOver cover, or the NXT cover, I should say. Hanson and Tommaso Ciampa. Tommaso Ciampa's joining the Viking Raiders, apparently. John Cena beats Oney Lorcan. That's what we love to see. Hustle, loyalty, and respect. Honestly, I hope there was no respect shown in this rivalry match, though. Let's see. Wait a second, wait. Rewind. Let me look at the end of the card. Oh, I was so happy for you, Pete, when you won the title at TakeOver, but never mind. Never mind, he loses the title at the end of the year, once again to water those two rivalry. There's no doubt it's a banger, but still, I want my boy to be champion for longer. Anyway, moving back to the point at hand here, what was the news about this? Okay, never mind, it was the same one as it was before. They were fighting on the stage, and John Cena still won, so ha ha ha. Suck on that, Johnny. But on this edition of NXT, to start off the new year, John Cena has lost to Oney Lorcan. Okay, what did Johnny Gargano do this time? Okay, we attacked Johnny Gargano and we still lost the match. Fair enough. You know what, to be fair, John Cena isn't the man he used to be. You know, he's a lot older now, so I get it. He's coming back to NXT here towards the end of his career. Oh, finally, we've got John versus John again. And Johnny Gargano goes ahead and picks up a win. Now here we are in January week 3 for the go-home show for NXT TakeOver Philadelphia, where Oney Lorcan has again, wow. This man, Oney Lorcan, is picking up dubs over John Cena right now. Did Johnny Gargano do something again? Yeah, okay, Johnny Gargano assaulted John Cena in a ruthless aggression attack. The superstar showing no mercy to his championship rival. Okay, that's a good sign. That's a good sign. We're about to get this title off you, John. Anyway, he's made it clear that he intends to crush his opponent in order to walk out of their title match with the championship, even if he has to end a career. Oh my god, Johnny Gargano's on smoke. And now we're heading into NXT TakeOver Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, where Rowe has an NXT UK title match against Walter, but he does not win. Thank God for that. But anyway, John... Yes, finally, someone in one of my simulations has won a belt. My god, I was really out here thinking it was never gonna happen, but John Cena is your new North American champion. How does that feel, Johnny? How does that feel, Johnny? Did anything else happen? Shayna Baszler retains the title, and Tyler Bate. Oh my god, I love to see this. I got a smile from ear to ear. My boy Tyler Bate has taken the title from Aleister Black, and that is what we love to see. Aleister Black, later, bitch. But anyway, what was the news about this John Cena Johnny Gargano match? Literally just John Cena has picked up an unexpected win. Not really unexpected though. We told you what we were gonna do. You said we were gonna end your career, and we ended yours. Recognize. And I'm not gonna lie, a small part of me was kind of hoping Aleister would keep the NXT title as we move into January week 4 here, where John Cena's picked up a win over the NXT champion. I was literally just about to say, I hope Aleister Black keeps the title so we can re-engage in a feud with him and take his title anyway, to have all the belts in NXT, but it looks like we're gonna take all the belts anyway, whether Aleister Black is here or not. And so John Cena has pinned the NXT champion while being the North American champion, just as what you'd expect from John Cena. And it feels a little weird, but we move on to February week 1 here. We're skipping past the Royal Rumble because it doesn't matter to us. John Cena versus Tommaso Ciampa in a potential rivalry. Tommaso Ciampa has beaten John Cena, pinned the North American champion, and on the rest of the card, there is no NXT champion there. Now we move on to February week 2, where Tyler Bate has filled in for Aleister Black against Finn Balor, okay, and John Cena, Johnny Gargano beats Oney Lorcan, and Roderick Strong has beaten John Cena in a promo, okay. Roderick, I don't know what you think you're doing, but I wouldn't go here if I was you. Do you know who you're messing with? Do you know what his name is? I'm kidding, I'm not gonna do that again. I was joking before, but I won't do it again. Now we move on to February week 2, where Aleister Black has beaten Finn Balor, okay, and John Cena has beaten Oney Lorcan. Okay, John, you're back in the winning column. And Johnny Gargano has beaten Tyler Bate. I hope you're not going to get that title match, Johnny. No, that's our title. That's our title right there. We're coming for that belt. But anyway, now moving on to February week 4, where Tyler Bate has lost to Matt Riddle, while Tyler is not a dominant champion at all, and John Cena beats Oney Lorcan again. The North American champion is running wild, Rabadoo. But anyway, now we are here in March week 1, where John Cena has beaten Roderick Strong in a show closer promo, and Io Shirai is once again the NXT Women's Champion. You love to see that for the Joshi Judas. And again, John Cena schools Roderick Strong on the microphone to pick up another win here in March week 2. Oh my god, Aleister Black is on the cover of this week's NXT. That's our rival right there. I can't have respect for him. But Io Shirai versus Kairi Sane, and Io Shirai, the Women's Champion, picks up a win. Is John Cena on this card? He picks up a singles win this time against Roderick Strong, and apparently these two are in a rivalry right now. So it looks like to end off the year here, because we are in March, we've only got a couple more weeks left until TakeOver New Orleans. It looks like John Cena is about to finish off his NXT career against the Undisputed Era, which makes sense, to be fair. I feel like if John Cena went back to NXT, this is probably where he would end up. There would definitely be a rivalry in there where it's Adam Cole versus John Cena, but Roderick Strong getting an opportunity for himself, good for him. But now we move on to March week 4 for another edition of NXT, where Tyler Bate has lost again, this time to Johnny Gargano. There is no way this is a potential rivalry. Everyone that exits a feud with John Cena straight up is in the NXT title picture. This isn't fair. Why can't a young up-and-comer like John Cena get a title match, huh? What does he have to do anyway? Leo Rush has beaten Hansen. Okay, good for you, Leo Rush. I came to collect. And Oney Lorcan has beaten John Cena. in a rivalry match. What did Roderick Strong do this time? He attacked John Cena from behind. Of course he did. And now, finally, we are here in April week 1. Everyone take a deep breath because we are here in the final week of this simulation. Well, technically, I mean, as we know from my other simulations that I've done, nothing really happens after the final event in like these simulations. So once TakeOver New Orleans is done, pretty much nothing else is happening for John Cena, unless he loses the title, in which case we'll see. Anyway, let's get on to April week 1 here, the go-home show for TakeOver New Orleans, where Roderick Strong has beaten Oney Lorcan. I think John had a hand in this match. Let's go ahead and check the news real quick. Roderick Strong was on the receiving end of a furious attack before his match started. John Cena delivering payback with an attack of his own. The attacker had been pushed so far over the edge after his rival's abuse that security had to be involved in order to restrain him. Let's go Cena. Cena sucks. Now here we go. The NXT North American Championship is on the line. Roderick Strong against John Cena in a ladder match. Okay, that's a little interesting little finale right there. But the question is, will John Cena end this simulation as the North American champion? Let's find out. Here we go, together. Yes, he will. Dun, 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 dun. Let's go, Cena. Cena sucks. He wins the North American Championship ladder match to beat Roderick Strong at TakeOver, and that pretty much signals the end here. Aleister Black beats Finn Balor in that fraudulent rivalry which is still going on. Shayna Baszler wins back the NXT Women's Championship. Walter has beaten Pete Dunne for the United Kingdom Championship. Oney Lorcan beats Rowe. Good for Oney Lorcan. He's had a great simulation so far. And Leo Rush pins the NXT champion in the main event, but for some reason, the title is not on the line. And I mean, even though it doesn't really count for anything, I guess we can continue simming these NXT shows, even though nothing much is really going to happen for us now. Like, we finished the feud at NXT TakeOver New Orleans. Nothing else is really going to happen here. But I mean, hey, at least that's a little bit of an improvement right there. John Cena ends this simulation here. I don't think, yeah, he's not even on the card. And hang on a second before I say what I was about to say. Is John Cena here in the final week before we get to the year mark? April week 4 NXT edition? No, he's not. Well, you know what? To be honest, that was not a bad simulation right there. John Cena goes back to, well, not back to NXT. He goes to NXT towards the end of his career for a year, and he picks up the North American Championship after having a feud with Aleister Black, Johnny Gargano, and of course, Roderick Strong and the Undisputed Era. So overall, not a bad simulation for John Cena. He only picks up one title. I honestly kind of felt that at a certain point there throughout the simulation, he was going to pick up all the belts, but in the end, he ended up just picking up the North American Championship and retaining it at NXT TakeOver New Orleans. Who knows how much longer he was going to be champion, but I guess we'll never know because the simulation ends at a year. Unless, of course, you guys want to see me simulate another year in NXT with John Cena. I don't know. I guess you can let me know down in the comments below, but one thing I want you to do for me right now, that sounds very forceful. You don't have to do it if you don't want to. I don't know why I said it like that. I tried to transition. It just didn't work. Anyway, if you did enjoy this video, go ahead and drop a like in it. It really helps out support YouTube a lot more than you think. And also be sure to subscribe and turn on post notifications so you don't miss any upcoming content. We're on the road to 20,000 subscribers now. Yeah, I know. It sounds good to say, doesn't it? It sounds pretty damn good. But yeah, once again, thank you for 10k. The 10k special or specials will be out very soon. But right now, we're just focusing on this 2k grind as we end the year here in 2020. And yeah, so thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And that's been it. Too sweet.